Hey guys, welcome back. We're back at our mines here, and I'm still clearing debris. But this time we're trying a new technique. The wither does work pretty well compared to hand mining, but I figured, why not try the different technique as well? Get some extra practice, see some different techniques. Because I think the more we try, sometimes different situations require different techniques, different courses of action. So might as well give that a shot. Unfortunately, this tends to make it impossible to see, but it does give me a good idea of exactly how far I need to go. I'm using Litematica to load in what's going to be a tunnel bore. This is basically a 2 TNT, 2 cannon tunnel bore. Let me just get so once we get this, a bit tough. Once we get this line put down, I'm also kind of using some of the moss conversion technique to get through this deep slate a little faster. Use all our techniques combined to keep on digging this stuff. I figure why not, This probably won't be the last time I clear out an entire chunk. So why not take the opportunity to learn some new techniques and make things better. It's another tool in the repertoire, Don't want to moss that tree. They just end up growing. So I'll clear this out and then we'll set up the bore. All right, we got it cleared out. Now let's see. Let's put this up. Oops, I always hit the wrong button here. Schematic placement. Turning it on and off is actually a very good technique for it's kind of weird how this stuff shows up though. Litematica is super useful, man. Super useful. As far as helping, kind of knowing at the very least, the spacing you need for this machine to be put up. Always clear this stuff out here. I'd say one of the worst things about this has been dealing with inventory. There's just so much stuff. And then when you try and like I need to clear out my inventory to put these stuff on, it's immediately going to fill up with more things. So it's always a pain to deal with that. I'm gonna have to probably get a few more shulker boxes. End up moving some stuff out before I build this, clean it out. It is tedious. It can be tedious at work sometimes. Probably gonna get phantoms attacking me here. I'll sleep. So far though, we're making some progress, that's for sure. I've almost filled up this entirety. All of this chest is just filled up with stuff. It's pretty insane when you think about just how many things have got to be going into this this build. How many blocks we've already cleared out. And really, I haven't done the majority of blocks yet. I don't think I'm halfway there. I think I'm close. Well, I think in terms of time, I think I might be close to halfway there, or at least over the mark there. Because I'm thinking to myself, really it's the deep slate that's going to take the majority of time. Once I get to the top layers, clearing those out, I can instant mine that. I have all the beacons set up. If you see here in these green outlines, that's a thing that MiniHUD actually does. It shows me the radius of the beacons, so I know exactly, whether I placed them right to get full coverage over this area. And I do now, so that's pretty awesome. We got full beacon coverage. Thanks. Huge big thanks to Tom for setting up that that farm. Without the look at all this loot I got. Honestly, without that farm from the Wither Skull farm, it would have been very hard to do. There would have been no full beacon setup here. Or at least it would have taken a whole lot longer, so Tom saved me a massive amount of time there by setting that thing up. Gotta give him his props there. Always love the one of the awesome things about servers, like even if like some people may not be really good at, you know, building, some people may be good at, you know, kind of designing stuff. And other people, you know, like the kind of like technical farms, you know, gathering materials. When all that stuff kind of works together, it's pretty cool. Be cool to see how that works. Tom definitely made some awesome farms. So is Greenlight. And I've been using those. I've been abusing them to the maximum amount here. Because I'm going to need all the help I can get. And I'm not too proud to use it. Let's see, here we go. Got a clear. Got a shulker box that is clear and good to go. Also like this trident here. This is another thing that's been useful going back and forth to different areas. Get that riptide. Actually looks like most of the stuff cleared out. Good. Stuff just disappeared. Very nice. Alright, so I'm going to fill this up, and then we'll get to building it. Alright. Gonna be time to build it up. Means we gotta kind of get our stuff here in our hands. Had to farm ancient debris here. Oh, dang it. I always threw. Can edit schematics in here. That's alright. We can just ignore it. I had to farm ancient debris in the nether for this. It's actually pretty simple once you get it down the building. Part of it. The other thing is, like, it can be hard to remember exactly, like, is this a sticky piston? Is this a regular piston? What way is the observer supposed to face? Those are kind of things that I still kind of struggle with a little bit. Do the ancient debris anymore, do we? Nope. So, to worry about it a little bit. And this TNT you have to place in a specific order, or it will explode. You're kind of like bugging out the game so it doesn't recognize the detector rail, and that allows you to create the duper. To place this block. Get our good old slime blocks here. Slime blocks doing the work. Gotta get the fans. It's kind of useful to build these at the same time, I find. That way I can, since they're basically just the same thing, I can clear out my inventory. Place that there. Place that there. Not the TNT doesn't come yet. I'm gonna finish. Gotta finish building the also be sometimes hard to tell. Okay, so those are there. The slime block. Now we can see this isn't here yet. We can add the TNT. this already played. Line blocks there. Line blocks there. There's that. Now we're ready to add the detector rail. Nope. The piston. So we have to see where. Oh, need to put the thing on. Almost forgot. Put the minecart on. That will activate once it's pushed, and that'll dupe the. Oh shit. I forgot to put the TNT over here. Darn it. This is one of the things that it can be hard to remember. Because I can't, if I put the TNT after, it's going to activate. You gotta be very careful. That's one of the pain in the asses with building this, building these things. You gotta do it in the right order, or it blows up. I've blown this up several times, which unfortunate, but hey, it happens. I think even with the errors, it's still worth it. Of course, every time I do it, it gets a little easier, a little quicker, a little easier. All right, so we got those in place. Now we build out. I like using the slime blocks as temporary blocks. It's surprisingly easy to add and remove. That. Some good old slime stone contraptions, that's what they're called. In the kind of Minecraft slang. Because it uses slime and stone. The observers and pistons all use stone, so. Combination of the two. And then just gonna add this. Stay a sticky piston. That in place. Positioned it perfectly, so I don't need to worry about the placing anything to place these pistons. Then here. This needs to be a here. Be a sticky piston. This is a sticky piston, I believe. To build this up. Yep, we got it right. Change the right color. I have blocks. Note block in place. Observer. Place the. Huh? Thought I put that notebook. Oh. Didn't realize it was empty under there. That's kind of funny. All right. One second. We got it. And that's not facing the right way. There's a lot that goes into building these. And of course, it needs to be 100% right, you know. If it's not, it doesn't work or something explodes. It's a little bit, gotta be precise here. Bit of a pain. But thankfully, I think this program like Matica makes it a little bit easier to verify. Especially since I'm gonna have to move this. Once I'm done. Let's see. There we go. Got that. Oh, wait. Lime. Got the sticky piston. Lime block. We're almost finished with it. But on the last finishing touches now. And this should be done. I'm gonna turn the schematic off so I can kind of inspect it by. And yeah, I don't think that should be. Oh. Verify. It looks correct. That looks correct. Alright, then you have to hit this once. And then that kind of like makes everything load. The cock in it. And once I hit this nope block, both should shoot out the TNT. Oh, there we go. It works. Boom. Just hit it again. Basically, this can go as far as I want it to. Digging underground. Now, as long, even though this duper, this board takes a while to set up, I'd honestly think that it's quicker than doing it by hand. You know, you have to clear out that area, but once this thing gets going, it is amazing how quickly it blows everything up. And of course, you can actually expand this. This is the double bore. You can, I think, go infinitely as far as how quickly, or you know, how far this goes. It's amazing. Or you know, how many how many cannons you can have. How many of these cannon units you can have separated. So it's incredibly impressive. Little bit of tech, Minecraft tech. That makes your job easier. The only downside to this setup, which I think the wither might be a little bit better, is this cannot handle water. It can't handle gravel. Like, I've had gravel fall down after it blows something up, and then, you know, that blocks the TNT, and the TNT ends up blowing up the contraption. So, any sort of debris that gets in its way, whether it's water or falling sand, can disrupt the contraption. It's not quite as I mean, the wither is a force that just keeps going until you kill it. So there is an advantage to that that type of technique that this does not have. But this is it. This is the bore right here. And I think I'll definitely be using more of this. It could be super useful if I did prep, you know, proper prep to remove the water, at least on the base level, or, you know, on the deep slate level, and just had it run the entire length, run it lengthwise, because really the setup is the biggest investment, the biggest time investment in setting this up. The actual, like, mining goes fairly quickly, even though it's manual, surprisingly enough. So if I set this up and just had it boom, 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 blow it up, and then run it again, blow it up the entire length, even with taking the time to prep to remove the sort of water tunnels, if it could just, you know, be set and then just go, it could definitely work pretty well. I think it could definitely be worthwhile. But once we get those cleared out, we're getting the deep slate layer cleared out, and once we get that, it'll be smooth sailing. The top layer is just going to be insta-mined. Well, guys, that is it for the video. I'm hoping next video is not going to be me mining. Oh, something wants to start the cavern here. Deep dark cavern. Seal this up. That whatever ancient horrors lurk beneath stay dead. just seal the tomb. We don't need to see what. Anyway, I hope next week we will not be mining. We'll be doing something else. Let's hope. So I want this this clearing to be done, but it is a kind of an interesting. I think it's interesting. Hey, just how you take on, because this is my first kind of like mega build, and I think it's kind of interesting. You know, just how do you deal with the problems in the way of you accomplishing your goal, and that's kind of the fun of Minecraft, in my opinion. Especially, you know, with survival Minecraft, just how do you efficiently use your time, most efficiently, you know, what techniques do you use in order to accomplish this? That's it for the video, guys, though. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.